First, the top news headlines. Man injured in yet another violent incident at Hairok last night, one house burned. Seram Niken demands immediate release of his supporter arrested on charge of fighting with workers of sitting MLA. Aigi Kona bags Rajat Kamal for the Best Regional Manipuri Feature Film at the 67th National Film Awards. Hello and a very good evening. You're watching the Mami TV English News Bulletin. I'm ALBINA RIAMEI. In yet another election-related violent incident that occurred in Hairok Assembly constituency last night, one person was seriously injured and an angry mob set on fire the house of one person allegedly involved in the incident. The injured person has been identified as Abujam Ramananda, age 26, son of Ito of Hairok Kabolekai. Meanwhile, the man who attacked Ramananda has been identified as Thokchom Romeo, age 44, son of Ingo of Hairok Thokchom Laikai. Ramananda, who was slashed on the face by a sharp object, is currently under treatment at Raj Medicity at North AOC. According to police report, while returning home around 7:30 last evening, Romeo attacked Ramananda with a spade. His family immediately took him to a hospital. Later, an angry mob destroyed and burned down his house. Upon receiving the information, a team of Thoubal district, led by Superintendent of Police Operations, arrived at the scene and fired tear gas cells to disperse the crowd. The team was deployed in the area till late in the night to check further unwanted incidents. Aspiring candidate of Congress from Thongju Assembly constituency for the upcoming general election, Seram Niken, has condemned the arrest of a person by the police over a trivial quarrel. He cautioned of launching various forms of agitations with the people of the constituency if the arrested person is not released at the earliest. Addressing the media at a press meet held today at his residence at Singjamai, Khetri Laikai, Niken said on the night of October 24, workers of MLA of the constituency, Thongam Biswajit, spoke to his workers using vulgar language at Singjamai Mongkhang Lambi, resulting in a fight. One Samjet Sabam Bikramjit filed an FIR at Singjamai police station against 7 persons. The next day, a team of Singjamai police arrested a member of Ward number 8 of the locality, Maibam Lekhajit, and searched for the remaining 6 persons. He appealed to the State Home Minister and Chief Minister and Biren to look into the matter at the earliest and do justice. Niken appealed to the authority to release the arrested person within 24 hours and drop the charges against him.
Minister Sigi Mimayamsina, Single police, Kulai in a sinner Ganda. I guess I'd give a being at the Paris Kaimanungino. I guess I'd give a being at the Pargas or St. Purcatrava. She is the lady, but Papa Gimoy list the E, missing city, Gian Taban is Hazata Senior of Misume Yauri. I could get being at the police, Hazalaga Parlaga, Makoi missing to ram the Padan Tamaga. Kamaito the crimes, the solutions, the Purcaduino Senata. Aduga BJP Langaxi Honavi, Lisset, among the Tukiba, Kaigumamo against the Gang over Kaigumum Torokanda, Kukan Pangan Mani, Akoi, Having Monda, Mugi, Mamang Satis, Tarak Pamara later, Mimama Pava, I eat the Sumayama Tokreko.
Manipuri feature film Aigi Kona has been conferred the Rajat Kamal for the Best Regional Manipuri Feature Film at the 67 National Film Awards. The film is produced by K. Shushila and directed by Maipaksana Haurongbam and Bobby Wahangbam. K. Shushila and Maipaksana received the prestigious awards from the Vice President of India. The film had earlier made itself strongly felt in the reputed festivals such as Indian Panorama 51st IFFI Goa, 4th OIFFA Canada, Indica Karnataka Film Utsav 2020 and Thrissur International Film Festival 2021, among others. The film Egi Kona, Still on My Pony, is an indexical of the sorry state of ponies and polo players in the birthplace of polo. Maintaining the notion of realism, the film tells the story of Thawai, a young promising polo player, and his hand-to-mouth family, where immense poverty makes him bear the brunt and pangs of separation from his pony, a family lineage. But he is the hope for future generation to rejuvenate and the pride of playing polo. At the end of the day, love of polo and pony prevails over poverty and business, where all sacrifice for the promotion and future of polo. Shaolin impressively tells us the boy Prafullo gives a performance of lifetime, where noted actors including Tontoy, Shanti, Jasmine, Firoj, Romes, Divain, child actor Berlin, polo player Mohindro contributed immensely to the feature film. The producer Dr. K. Shushila Leima is a retired director of art and culture. This is her second production after the film Imoinu. Maipaksan Haurongbam works for the IPR as video editor and has won the Rajat Kamal at the 63rd National Film Awards earlier with his feature film Aibusu Yauhan Biyu. Bobby Wahangbam has also won the National Award Swarna Kamal for the best book at the 65th National Film Awards.
이봉아, 아이기 레리바 서원식이 비범마시다 아이 샤마이 비닝그래. 아또빠 아마데기 이행으로 능 와로가 되고.
National in charge of BJP Mahila Morcha Manipur Pradesh and National Executive Member of BJP Sumitra Lalu arrived at Imphal today on a fifth-day visit to the state. Upon reaching Imphal, a team of Mahila Morcha led by President of Mahila Morcha El Lotika Leima warmly welcomed her. Replying to media queries at the Beauty Kendrajit International Airport, Sumitra said the main purpose of her visit is to strengthen the Mahila Morcha for the upcoming election to the Manipur Legislative Assembly, stating that the party has always been striving for empowering women. She said the president of BJP Manipur Pradesh is also a woman. Sumitra asserted that BJP always promotes upliftment of women.
My purpose to visit here, you know it very well, is because of our coming elections to strengthen the power of Mahila Morcha. Well, you have heard about the news, you know about the strategy of BJP, that we are striving very hard to promote Mahila in every sphere of life. Now you will find very soon, and you have already noticed also, like a squadron leader is a lady. So we are promoting lady in every field.
Aspiring candidate of BJP from Kumbi Assembly constituency and Mangi appealed to the candidates to maintain decorum during political conference yesterday. He said this during a booth-level meeting of BJP Manipur Pradesh held at Borayangbi of Kumbi AC. Speaking on the occasion, Mangi said BJP does not discriminate and firmly believes in making a BJP candidate win at the upcoming general election. President of BJP Manipur Pradesh A. Sharda and members of Borayangbi Gram Panchayat attended the meeting.
Party ki chanabi niyom kaluna do nga aga Borayangbi asida atay singi meeting panthok paga ikoi siga manadri si kari ki noibu itok topa sanman izzat leiba Borayangbi ki praja sing hane ki leijari ba makoi ki chanabi punamak tusu nga aga Manipur praja miyam da BJP ki mandanji makha da meeting ama sinda da khwaiti ki phajaba kanglu khuding mak yauba praja khuding mak yauba amana amagi mathakto hulanda ba haiba pot ase la kanda handaki election ase kanna nomba munna party na yengbiraga ticket asidi party na praja gi yengi base masida ticket sidi pirakadabani aduna meeting sinbada campaign tawbada leipak masa taba punamakta matam punamakta aigi team na chatharaga lai.
Wood Level Committee 31/15 Moijing and BJP Thoubal Mandal yesterday jointly organized an appreciation function cum public meeting for the aspiring candidate for Thoubal Assembly constituency, Laitantem Basanta Alais Bhim at Thoubal Moijing. State General Secretary of BJP Manipur Pradesh P. Premananda Meitei, President of BJP Thoubal District Yumnam Kumarjit Singh, Vice President of BJP Thoubal District S. Japan, and General Secretary of BJP Thoubal Muhammad Nasir attended the program. Speaking on the occasion, BJP Manipur Pradesh Premananda said it is necessary to have a representative from BJP in the constituency who will prioritize the welfare of the people for an overall development irrespective of caste and religion. As such, he sought the support of the people to assure the win of BJP in the constituency for the upcoming general election and promise support by the BJP office.
Department officials in Luna Lapuni Matata, I quit the car, I was seeing a share. Yes, Diotana, in Fatana, Tananda Batarasu, Mela, the Skoy, and I quit me young, you but Tumano, they're going to have a party in my country. Sigoma Belada, one thing for the Singapore, the car like a Kodima, but the Danta party Sarsan, she and Brian Sing Sarsan, the Gilo will have a party in my country. But the Danta party Sarsan, 2020 to the Manipur, the soil, the Legan Highway Tada,
Also speaking on the occasion, aspiring candidate Basanta slammed the former Chief Minister of Manipur and MLA of Thoubal Assembly constituency O Ibobi for supply drinking water to the people of Thoubal Moijing, adding that people of the constituency elect their representatives to bring development in the AC. He appealed to the people to choose their representative wisely.
Tudi sing kita pun membera bamago. Kalau bak sebab itu merubah kalau bak sasulkan bukan nono masih bu. Misalnya orang pelai tawa, tahu kita tahu orang kita, madu kita tahu dah. Tudi sing kita pun membera, si bukan bak sasulkan masih siapa yang ada kemabu, magi kredit kaya lagi nono.
A public meeting for BJP's intending candidate for the upcoming general election from Kumbi Assembly constituency, Sanjoy Ahanthem, was held yesterday at Terakong Bamon Community Hall. The meeting was organized by Kumbi Kendra Progressive Front. Around 545 people extended their support to Sanjoy. He also distributed CMHT cards to 7 households. He sought people's support in making the constituency compatible with other constituencies. Meanwhile, he also distributed money and other items to 15 households of Naudakong with number 2. In continuation of assistance rendered to the people who need medical assistance by former candidate from Wangkem Assembly constituency and social worker Kangabam Jadumani, Sitara Begum of Podel Kabarstan Lairak has been admitted to RIAMEI. She is currently suffering from kidney failure. Speaking on the occasion, Jadumani said Sitara, wife of SM Feroz, has been under treatment since 2019. But due to lack of money, she had not been able to undergo further treatment. He decided to help her after knowing about her condition. He assured to continue help to the people of the constituency.
Community service mo ina ehna wakem kenda leiba sumba tolu taraba ana laing chatta jubai masi ju fogdengi haiba mafam masida igi yam nuksiraba isallamana pau pirapadagi haiba mafam masida leiba ana ba sei wakladi kidney patient mo ina matpoli du magi pesali jadaba financially mo onda yam shortage lebadagi laing mongumdana phamundi ata leba se ehna kan mangamreng haiduna ngasi community service mo ina chatta jubai ngasi haiba ana ba se RIAMEI ai pukhanda bagi tharang tujabani.
Brigadier Ajay Singh, runner of 26th Sector Assam Rifle, handed over a water supply reserve tank to the people of More for use. Commandant of 43 Assam Rifles, More, Sumit Sood, Chief of Howland 5 Village, Lal Kulun Haukip, and Post Commander of Assam Rifles of Minau Village, Major Pravesh Kumar, took part in the event. The tank was built under Assam Rifles Civic Action Program 2020-2021. Speaking on the occasion, Chief of Howland 5 Village, Lal Kulun said the people of the village has been facing problems to fetch drinking water as they have to travel around 2 kilometers. He appreciated Assam Rifles for the water tank. Meanwhile, Brigadier Ajay said Assam Rifles have been working for the people to give meaning to their title of Friends of Northeast People or Friends of the Hill People and will continue to do so. Now we have a short commercial break. Stay tuned for more updates.
LX Sublimation. Pauna Bazaar, Imphal, JMG Shopping Complex, first floor. Mafam asida mug printing, cover printing, t-shirt, keychain, photo frame, sublimation ki pot khuding mug wholesale da pangbigani. Items available are mug printing, cover printing, t-shirt, keychain, photo frame. All the mentioned items will be available at wholesale rate in LX Sublimation.
Welcome back. Prime Minister Narendra Modi will attend 18th Asian-India Summit to be held virtually on October 28, 2021 at the invitation of Sultan of Brunei. The summit will be attended by heads of state or government of the Asian countries. The 18th Asian-India Summit will review the status of Asian-India strategic partnership and took stock of progress made in key areas including COVID-19 and health and trade and commerce, connectivity and education and culture. Important regional and international developments including post-pandemic economic recovery will also be discussed. Asian-India summits are held annually and provide opportunity for India and ASEAN to engage at the highest level. 18th Asian-India Summit will be the 9th Asian-India Summit to be attended by him. India recorded 12,428 new COVID-19 cases with 356 deaths in the last 24 hours, 13.1% lower than yesterday. However, this is the lowest daily surge in COVID-19 cases since March. With fresh cases, the country's overall caseload has now mounted to 3.42 crore and the total death toll increased to 4.55 lakh, according to the data released by the Ministry of Health and Family Welfare. Meanwhile, a total of 15,951 patients recovered in the last 24 hours, which brings the total recoveries to 3.35 crore across the country. India's recovery rate now stood at 98.19%. So far, India's active caseload stood at 1.63 lakh and administered a total of 64.75 lakh doses in the last 24 hours, which brings the total tally of doses administered to 102.94 crore. The Supreme Court today directed the Uttar Pradesh government to grant protection to the witnesses of the Lakhimpur Kheri violence case, where 8 people lost their lives during a farmers' protest. A bench headed by Chief Justice N.V. Ramana asked the Uttar Pradesh government, represented by senior advocates Harish Salv and Garima Prasad, to record the statements of other relevant witnesses before judicial magistrates under Section 164 of the CRPC. The Uttar Pradesh government told the Supreme Court that statements of several witnesses are yet to be recorded. Out of 68 witnesses, just 20 witnesses came forward and recorded their statement. The state is directed to file separate replies in the cases, the bench said, and fix the plea for further hearing on November 8. Ahead of the by-election for 5 assembly constituencies in the state, the Election Commission of India (ECI) has issued a notice to Assam Chief Minister Dr. Himanta Biswa Sharma seeking an explanation for alleged violation of the Model Code of Conduct during by-election campaigns. The ECI on Monday issued the notice following complaints lodged by Assam Pradesh Congress Committee (APCC) President Bhupen Kumar Bora and Congress Legislative Party leader Deba Brata Saikia. The Congress leaders alleged that in the capacity of Chief Minister and designated star campaigner of BJP, Dr. Himanta Biswa Sharma has made several announcements at various election meetings and also made announcements about giving financial assistance to self-help groups of tea garden workers and for development projects in the constituencies. The Commission is of the view that by making the above statements have violated the said provision of Model Code of Conduct and the instructions, ECI Secretary N.T. Bhutia said in the notice. China has put Lanzhou, a city of 4 million people, under a strict lockdown amid the latest surge in COVID-19 cases in the country. China has asked residents of Lanzhou to not leave their residences unless it's an emergency. According to news agency AFP, China has recorded 29 new cases of COVID-19, with 6 of them being reported from Lanzhou. The lockdown restrictions in Lanzhou was announced today, a day after the fresh cases. On Monday, China put thousands of people in northern China under strict restrictions at a time when COVID-19 cases are rising again in the country over the latest Delta variant outbreak. Officials in Beijing have also restricted access to tourist sites and advised residents not to leave the city unless necessary, although regular transport services continued as normal. China reported 39 new cases on Monday, bringing the tally from the latest Delta variant Ling outbreak to more than 100 cases over the past week. At least 18 worshippers were killed by gunmen who attacked a mosque in northern Nigeria during early morning prayers Monday, local authorities and police told the Associated Press. The attack took place in Mazakuka village in Masegu local government area of the country's Niger state. The attackers, believed to be ethnic Fulani nomadic Hadis, were able to escape. The gunmen came around the mosque and started shooting them, Al-Hassan Issa, chairman of Masegu local government area, told. Niger police commissioner said the attack was related to the conflict between the villagers and the Fulani Hadis. Before we end the bulletin, let's look at the top news headlines once again. Man injured in yet another violent incident at Hyrock last night. One house burned. Seram Niken demands immediate release of his supporter arrested on charge of fighting with workers of sitting MLA. Aigi Kona bags Rajat Kamal for the Best Regional Manipuri Feature Film at the 67th National Film Awards. With that, it's a wrap for this evening news bulletin. Thank you for joining us. Have a great evening.